If you're spending $80,000 on a van you can't park at a grocery store, you've already lost. The Ram ProMaster City just got discontinued. The Ford Transit Connect? Gone. And if you're looking at small camper vans in 2026, you need to know something critical. Half the options people bought 2 years ago don't exist anymore, and the ones that replace them are either brilliant or wildly overpriced for what you actually get. I'm going to show you the 5 small camper vans in 2026 that actually make sense right now. Not just which ones look good in photos, but which ones you can afford to maintain, actually park in a normal spot, and won't make you regret your decision 6 months in. Because here's what nobody tells you. The wrong small camper van costs you more than a bigger van done right. Section 1. Why size actually matters, and it's not what you think. Let's kill a myth right now. People think small camper vans are cheaper. They're not. A converted Ford Transit Connect used to run $45,000 to $65,000. Know what a basic ProMaster conversion costs? $55,000 to $75,000. You're paying almost the same money for 40% less space. But here's where it gets interesting with small camper vans in 2026. Insurance on a small van like the Metris averages $1,200 to $1,400 a year. A full-size Sprinter, $1,600 to $1,800. You're saving maybe $400 annually while losing a full shower, a real bed, and any chance of standing up inside. So why buy small? 3 reasons, and only 3 reasons matter. 1. You're parking in European Old Town streets or dense U.S. cities daily, not occasionally, daily. If you're touring southern France or living in San Francisco, a 17-foot van is survival. A 22-foot Sprinter is punishment. 2. You're a solo traveler or a couple with 0 kids, 0 pets, and you've actually tested living in 50 square feet. Most people haven't. They think they're minimalists until day 12. 3. You need a daily driver that doesn't feel like piloting a shuttle bus to get coffee. If none of those apply to you, you're buying the wrong size for emotional reasons. Section 2. The actual best small camper vans in 2026 that actually exist right now. Number 1, the Mercedes Metris. This is the small camper van people want to love but struggle to afford. Here's the truth. The Metris is 186 inches long. You can park it in a standard spot. The interior height is only 69 inches, so unless you're under 5'8", you're crouching. But the build quality? Light years ahead of anything Ford or Ram made in this size. The problem? Conversions start at $75,000, and good luck finding a used one under $50,000 with decent mileage. You're paying a German premium for a van that's marginally bigger than a minivan. The play here is buying a bare Metris and doing a budget build yourself. $35,000 for the van, $8,000 to $12,000 in materials, and you're all in under $50,000. But if you're buying turnkey, you're overpaying. Number 2, the Nissan NV200, if you can still find one. Discontinued in 2021, but hear me out. This is the secret weapon for small camper van buyers who think like investors, not influencers. You can find these used for $12,000 to $18,000 with under 80,000 miles. It's 186 inches long, gets 24 mpg, and parts are dirt cheap because it shares a platform with Nissan's commercial fleet. The catch is you're building it yourself. There are 0 professional converters making NV200 campers anymore. But if you're handy or willing to learn, this is how you get into van life for under $25,000 all in. I'm talking bed platform, 12-volt system, ventilation fan, and storage. No shower, no toilet, but total freedom for the price of a used Honda Civic. Number 3, the Volkswagen Caddy California in Europe, or ID Buzz in USA 2026. If you're in Europe, the Caddy California is the move for small camper vans in 2026. It's 185 inches, gets 40-plus mpg on diesel, and Volkswagen actually designed it as a camper from the factory. Pop top, folding bed, tiny kitchen, it's $45 to $55K new, which sounds insane until you realize it's a brand new vehicle with a warranty. You're not buying someone's Instagram dream that's falling apart. In the US, the ID Buzz just launched in long wheelbase form, 204 inches, so slightly bigger, but it's all electric and actually has camp mode built into the software. If you're near charging infrastructure and you want to skip gas stations entirely, this is your answer. But it starts at $65K before conversion, so you're looking at $80,000 to $90,000 finished. That's sprinter money for a vehicle that can't road trip through Wyoming. Here's the controversial part. If you're in the US and you want small, I'd rather see you buy a Toyota Sienna hybrid minivan and do a basic conversion. 36 mpg combined, $40K new, and you can actually sleep 2 adults comfortably. You lose the van life aesthetic, but you gain reliability that Ford and Ram haven't figured out in 20 years. This is the moment most people click away because math ruins the fantasy. Stay with me. This next part saves you thousands and stops you from making the biggest small campervan mistake in 2026. Section 3. The hidden costs nobody mentions. Here's what kills people with small campervans. They think they're saving money, but they're actually spending more per square foot than luxury apartments. Let's do math. A Metris conversion at $75K gives you about 55 usable square feet inside. That's $1,363 per square foot. A basic Sprinter at $90K gives you 120 square feet. That's $750 per square foot. You're paying almost double per square foot to go small. But I don't need the space. Wrong. You need the space when it's raining for 3 days straight in Oregon. You need it when your partner is on a Zoom call and you're trying to cook. You need it when you realize you can't have friends visit because there's literally nowhere for them to sit. And here's the killer with small campervans in 2026: resale value. Small vans depreciate faster because the market is tiny. A well-built Sprinter often holds around 60% or more of its value after 3 years. A Metris, you're lucky to get 50%. The NV200, forget it. You're selling to a very niche buyer. But maintenance, this is where small vans can win. A Metris gets 22 to 24 mpg. A Sprinter, 17 to 19. Over 50,000 miles, you're saving about $3,500 in fuel. Not nothing, but not revolutionary either. The real advantage of small campervans isn't cost, it's freedom of movement. If you're actually traveling through cities, doing urban camping, or need stealth, small wins every time. A Sprinter parked on a city street screams, "Someone lives in here." A Metris or a minivan, nobody looks twice. And people don't talk about this enough, but theft risk alone is why some serious buyers downsize. A flashy, built-out Sprinter with Instagram decals is a target. A boring Metris or Sienna? Invisible. That matters when you're street parking in Portland or Barcelona. Section 4. Who should buy what? Let me be direct, because this is where most YouTube videos about small campervans wimp out. Buy a Mercedes Metris or Caddy California if you're spending at least 60% of your time in cities, you're okay crouching inside, and you value stealth and parkability over comfort. You're probably solo or a very compact couple. You don't work from the van. Buy a used Nissan NV200 or convert a Sienna if you're on a tight budget, you're minimalist by nature, actually minimalist, not Instagram minimalist, and you're willing to sacrifice the van life badge for financial freedom. Don't buy small campervans in 2026 if you're planning full-time van life for more than 6 months, you're over 6 feet tall, you have a dog bigger than a corgi, and you've never actually slept in a vehicle for a full week. You'll hate it. I've seen people sell Metris vans after 4 months because they didn't realize how suffocating 69 inches of headroom feels. So here's where I want real answers. If you think the Metris is worth $75K, explain why in the comments. And if you think I'm right that small campervans in 2026 are overpriced, say it plainly. I want real owners arguing here, not theories, actual experience. Let's see who's willing to defend their purchase.